Video I'm going to show you today is how to make your own wrist slings. Now, I've made these for people. I've actually made them for pro shops, and these guys are selling them for like 25 bucks a pop. Sometimes less, sometimes more. Depends on what you get on it. But I'm going to show you exactly how to make these things, how I make them, how I've made them for everybody that I shoot with, and it's probably only going to cost you $3, if that. This is one of the wrist slings that I've made. It's got the diamond braid, okay, and it's got the cobra weave, which is I've actually added this spine, or this I call it the spine whenever I sell them. You can do it like that. That's a little more creative, or you could just do it the regular cobra weave. Okay, it can be the same color. It can be up to like 6 different colors, 7 different colors. These are the tools that you need to get this job done. You need a pair of scissors or razor knife, and I use this little butane torch. That works real well. You can just use a regular lighter and some sort of tape. I use electrical tape or masking tape. They all work. I'm also going to show you, you're going to need this razor knife for, you can use it on the paracord, but this razor knife is for the brackets for your bow, okay? Now you're going to ask yourself, oh, I don't want to get into all the leather work, it's a pain in the butt and all that stuff. You are going to slap yourself in the head when you find out what I use for these things, okay? You ready for it? Leather belt blank. You see how this is like, it's dotted orange almost. What that is that's 3 strands of black and 1 strand of orange. Okay, you're going to need 4 strands for the diamond braid. So I think what I'm going to do with his is 3 strands of the desert color and 1 strand of the black. Make it stand out, make it pop a little bit. So everybody's got to have bling on your bow. It's just the way it is. So what I do is I take, if I was drawing a bow back really far, I take it to the tip of my fingers right here, stretch my hand all the way out, and I go to just about this shoulder right there. And that's going to be my strand of black. Cut it, and then singe it. Don't touch it, it's burning plastic. Okay? Wait for it to cool down a little bit. Now I know that there's a lot of people out there that are going to be upset that I'm doing this video. Personally, I don't care. You got here is 1 strand of black and 3 strands of desert. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make them sit next to each other like they were a square. Okay? And I'll show you what I mean by that. You see how they're stacked up on top of each other? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all just kind of stacked up. What I'll do then is I'll hit them with the butane torch just to melt them down a little bit, and then just kind of push them together with either your scissors or a knife or a screwdriver. Now these are going to be hot, so watch your fingers. You see what that did there? That made them all kind of melt together. Now, what I do after this is, even though they're melted together, I'm still going to tape it. You don't got to go crazy with it, but try and get it tight. Because what that's going to do is that's going to make sure those strands don't come out on you. This is why I say go and use a lot of the material, because you're going to end up cutting them and singeing them off anyway. Now, what you do is you take the 2 top pieces, which are these ones right here, and the ones that are directly underneath them, and you're going to separate them. Just like that. That's what you want it to look like. Now, pick a side. It could be the right side, it could be the left side. All you gotta do is pick one. I'm gonna take the left side. And what you do with that is you go around these two bottom pieces right here. Okay, just like that. And then what I'm doing is that top piece now became the bottom piece on this side. And you just pull it tight. Not too tight because you don't do too tight yet. You don't want to break the tape here. Now, you're going to do the exact same thing on this side. You take this top piece and you're going to go around these two bottom pieces. Just like that. And now this bottom piece just became the top piece. Take the top around the bottom two and pull it. Take the top one on the right hand side around the bottom two and pull it. Take the top Now that I've got down to pretty much as low as I'm going to go, even you can go as far as you want to, but there's no way you're going to need all this much. What I do is about maybe half an inch up or so, where the braid is real tight. Take this tape and tightly wrap it around the bottom here. And get it as even as you can. And what I'll do is a little bit extra. Okay, so at this point what you're going to do is you're going to take your diamond braid and you're going to fold it in half. Okay, now this section right here where you taped right above the free strands, okay, that's going to be your one end, is right there. Okay, now you can see that this is a little botched up here. No matter what you do, that's what a diamond braid's going to look like at the very start of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back a little bit and I'm going to put a piece of tape right there, and that's going to be my other end. Alright, so once you find your center, I use like between 8 and 9 inches for the weave. Okay, so what you're going to do, get a ruler, and from that center point right there, you measure down like 4 inches or so. Okay, and that's going to be right there. Now at this point, what you do, you take more tape, but this tape doesn't have to be tight. It's actually going to be just a tape where you're going to start and stop your cobra weave. There's one right there. Now once you actually find the one, you don't need to hold on to the other one, because all you have to do is find these two bottom pieces again, line them up, go back to the top, and that's where you're going to have your